Hi. Today we're talking about how to master nursing at over 6 months postpartum. Now, I bet you've worked very hard to plan every step of how you will care for your child in the postpartum period. And maybe you already know a great lactation consultant and have a wonderful relationship with your OBGYN. That's fantastic. Use every tool available to you. You can never have too much support for this process because, as natural as it is still a skill and it requires commitment to learn. Which brings me to step 1, reflection. You're going to ask yourself these 3 questions to determine if the reward of nursing is worth the risks that come along with this process. Now, question 1. Why do you want to nurse your child? There are so many potential ways to bond with your child while you feed them, and speaking from experience, they're all beautiful in their own way. For me, I wanted to nurse my child because my daughter was distraught when I needed to pump for her before feeding her, and I was doing it all alone much of the time. Keeping up with dishes, making meals for myself, and resting to stay sane was nearly impossible. Plus, I truly hated constantly being strapped to a machine and needing to always be within an hour of a refrigerator. I really needed simplicity, and that was important to me in those early days and weeks. But whatever your reason might be, if it's tied to your self-worth or your ability to bond with your child as a mother, please consider connecting with a mental health care provider to talk about what's going on for you. No matter what you do, you are worthy, you are wonderful, and your baby loves and needs you just as much. No amount of nursing or bottle feeding will ever change that, and that includes whether it's formula or breast milk in the bottle. Okay, now question 2. How will I define success in this journey? This one might seem obvious. How will I define success in this journey when I nurse my baby? Duh, that's when I'm gonna feel great. And sure, that would be nice, but after 3 months and no change, I had to look ahead and really ask myself, what would leave me feeling successful, even if I never managed to master nursing my daughter? So I linked my definition of success with her cues of happiness and fulfillment. I decided that as long as my baby was learning and bonding, playing and enjoying the experience, then it would work for me because it had to work for us. And we cannot skip this last question because it is so crucial to our health and well-being for the journey. And that is, can I safely breastfeed my child? Now this one, again, seems like a no-brainer, but if you do not have an adequate supply of breast milk or you've stopped producing, you're definitely going to want to connect with a lactation consultant or an OBGYN to discuss your options. You're no less of a woman if your body is not up to breastfeeding, especially after 6 months. When you've explored how you feel about these 3 questions, you should be a heck of a lot clearer on whether or not taking the journey to mastering nursing is right for you. So, if you're in it for the long haul and you're ready to potentially never succeed, but willing to risk 1 hour of practice every day, morning and night, to see if you might get there, then check out this next video where we talk about the nuts and bolts of getting started. See you over there.